Today, we have with us Karan Udayan Das. He is an incoming technical analyst at Credit Suisse, specializing in Mongo, Express, React, Node developer, and in short, MERN stack. He is also a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. I have known Karan since 2019, right from our first year of engineering. He was and he still is the most eligible bachelor of our batch. Karan, I welcome you here.
Thanks, Priyansh. It's a pleasure to be on your show, and yeah, very happy to be doing this.
Yeah. How are you feeling? How was your day?
My day was pretty nice. Uh, yeah, it was pretty good. We had a few classes, and yeah, I had a good lunch, and yeah, it was pretty normal day. How was your day, by the way?
It was pretty much stressed. I had an exam today, and then we
Okay, okay,
went out, room here and there, and now with you here doing this podcast.
okay.
So, I guess in the morning you were saying you were trying to do something exciting. You had something in mind, and you were so excited about that. Could you tell us what was that? And before you tell us that, please tell our audience something about you. What is Karan?
Okay, okay. What is Karan? Okay, to maybe give an informal description of myself. I'm uh, I'm a friendly introvert. Does that make sense?
It
Okay,
does.
so I'm kind of a friendly introvert. I'm usually quite shy, but if I do mix with someone, like I'm quite talkative. Then, yeah, you can like ask. I'm quite fascinated by movies. I'm quite fascinated by cricket, and yeah, that's about it. And I'm also quite fascinated with technology. That's something that has been with me since my beginning, since my childhood.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's about me.
Where are you
Yeah.
from? Which part of?
Okay, I'm from Baripada. It's in Mayurbhanj. It's a town in Mayurbhanj,
Mhm.
and yeah, that's where I'm from.
So for those people who don't know, Karan is a state level cricket player. He was selected for the university cricket team, but I was too selected, but we decided not to go due to some reasons. Cool. So did you know beforehand what you wanted to do in college? Like usually we have these fantasies that college life will be awesome. The thing that movies
Yeah,
feed into our brain. So did you too
yeah.
had those kind of fantasies before joining? And how is like how it is different from that thing? Your image of college, is it still the same or shattered?
Okay, no, definitely not the same because usually, like, I had seen all those Karan Johar movies, Student of the Year, and those all fancy colleges and all. So yeah, before college, I definitely had some plans because when we were with our parents, we were kind of restricted. We were kind of conservative in our approach. So I wanted to explore
Mhm.
definitely.
Yeah.
And when I came to the college, I did explore. I had I'm still have a very avid interest in acting. So that's something I pursued. I wanted to get on with coding and in just technology. I was very fascinated by it. So that's something I did. But yes, definitely the things that I had imagined before coming here,
Mhm.
I was not able to do everything because of certain restrictions, and that was laid down on us.
Restrictions from
So
family side.
yeah, not exactly family. No, not family side. My family was is very chill. They are
Chill.
like you can do whatever you want.
Mhm.
But yeah, mostly the culture around here uh, was the seniors were very supportive. But I guess maybe it's because of certain restrictions
Mhm.
that I was not very much actively exploring a lot of things which I should have. So yeah, that's like what I had imagined before, and now what I'm doing.
Yeah, the most common advice I hear from seniors is explore whatever you can and everything you can in the first year itself. I did
Yeah, yeah.
explore, but then COVID happened. So, how was your
Yes.
transition, like from school to college, 6 months into college,
Hmm.
then lockdown,
Hmm.
1.5 years
Yeah.
gone in a blip? of Thanos.
Yeah.
And then again,
Yeah.
we had reopened, the college reopened, we had our exams. Then second lockdown happened. So
Yep.
in this turvy roller coaster ride, how did you navigate? Did you see some changes? Like if COVID didn't happen and it happened, what changes
Yeah.
you could have seen if there was no COVID?
Okay. So when COVID happened, we
Was it
had
good for
our
you or
fest
not?
just
Was it
around.
good for you?
Yes, it was very
Okay.
good. It
Yeah.
was very good for me because it kind of gave me a lot of time to understand myself, because I don't think I properly understood who I was, what interests I had, what responsibilities I had. So that gave me a lot of time, and yeah, at that time I really got into uh, the yeah. I usually had a lot of time, so I was also exploring a lot of my interest while I was back home, and also I was doing the things that I wanted to do in
Yeah.
the technological field. So yeah, that definitely helped me. And yeah, the lockdown was, for me, it was a blessing. I also have a lot of I got a chance to spend time with my families, watch movies, do my the coding and all. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it definitely was a blessing for me. And then when the college reopened, to be honest, I wasn't very pleased. I wanted it to go on,
Yeah.
but yeah, it happened.
Many were not
And
pleased.
yeah, so the college went on for 1 month again, and that month was pretty stressful because we had a lot of exams back then. Yeah, and then again the lockdown happened, so I was again quite happy, and I again went back to that same old Karan that I was during the previous lockdown. I again explored a lot. I was grinding a lot,
Mm-hmm.
exploring new things, and yeah, that's about how my lockdown went. And after that, again in our third year, it opened. So there were definitely things that I missed, because of course this is a college life, and we kind of want to experience the 4 years, because everyone tells us that these are, if not the best, but definitely you have a very good time in college.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
I
I
agree.
definitely missed a few parts of it, but yeah, I don't have any regrets, because I think the lockdown definitely developed me as a person, as intellectually and emotionally as well. So how was your lockdown, by the way? What all things did you do?
Well, first of all, when I say lockdown was good, I do not mean the sufferings of people and the people who died
Yeah,
and the family who died.
definitely,
That's not
definitely,
what I
definitely.
mean.
Yes,
So let me
yes.
clear that thing. For me, before
Mhm.
I even joined college, one of my teachers said that college is the worst phase of one's life. So I had that
Okay.
idea that how can it be, like maybe that teacher went to some third grade college and she had some different image. But after I came to
Okay.
college, after 1 year, I got to know this is one of the best periods of one's life. And in the first
Mhm.
year, I don't have any shame to say I explored everything one could possibly explore. I did not waste a single
Okay.
day, and I'm proud to
Mhm.
say I possess the knowledge, at least the starting point of everything that is there today, like the technology world
Okay.
or the marketing side, the
Mhm.
business side of thing,
Yeah.
the deep
Yeah.
core fields, mechanical engineering,
Yeah.
all forms of engineering, stock markets, every possible thing that comes on your mind. And then the lockdown was even more like productive for me. I took
Yeah.
a variety of courses, almost 10 to 20 courses on different fields. I
Okay.
was not focused on the one thing. And that pretty
Okay. That's
much
nice.
like empowered me or made me feel believe made me believe I can do something on our own, on my own. And
Okay.
I'm just planning a tidbits of things here and there, and so I will come
Hmm.
up with something that people will be glad to know. Yeah, that was on my
Okay.
side.
That's
Well, you
nice.
should not question the guest or the host. Sorry,
Okay.
this is my
Okay. Sure.
podcast. You are the guest, so you do not have the rights
Yeah.
to
Sure.
question
Sure.
me. Yeah, you have the rights, but
Okay.
not in-depth questions. Okay, moving
Okay.
on.
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
What is the best compliment you have got?
What is the best compliment that I've got? Okay. There are, like, I cannot exactly say the best compliment, but it's kind of like flattery is a way to my heart. So if
Mm-hmm.
you anyone just compliments me, I'm just like very happy. I'll remember that compliment for my life. So yeah,
Thus
best
watching,
compliment
please
maybe like
compliment Karan.
yes, please do. But yeah, the compliment, I guess someone like one of my friends once, she's a very good friend of mine, and she said that I'm a very good listener. So I didn't really understand it back then. What did she mean by that? Now
Now
I
you
do.
do.
And
Yeah.
now I'm also like, I even go out and say that I'm quite a good listener because I don't think people, I'm not saying about everyone, but people kind of pretend to listen, but they don't exactly pay attention to. If that topic doesn't interest them, they
Mhm.
don't listen about it. But for me, if there's something that even if I don't have interest on, I'll listen. If that other person is very excited while telling that, I'm going to listen to that. And yeah, I just like hearing stories. So that's a good listener's compliment that I like.
Well, I too am a good listener. I listened to your answer
Okay.
just now.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Karan is an intern at Credit Suisse. Tell us about the journey, the preparation, a bit not in depth
Okay.
thing. This is not a technical
Okay.
interview. How was your journey?
Yeah.
What
Yeah. Sure.
challenges you faced? And you are definitely happy? That can be seen.
Yeah. I'm
Anyone
definitely
getting
very happy.
80K stipend, internships in the third year is a dream come true.
Yeah.
Tell us about
Yeah.
something on it.
Okay, so it was an on-campus opportunity. I wouldn't exactly say that I prepared just before days. So my preparation was from the lockdown. I was preparing for the interviews,
Karan has
and
solved more than 400 questions on lead code. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I don't think that's I can't say that's good or bad, but I like doing questions on LeetCode. Anyways, coming back to the topic. It was an on-campus opportunity where kids just came to our college, and it was for technical analyst summer intern for 2022. So we like only branches that were allowed were CSC and IT. So we
Mhm.
all applied, and then the coding round happened. The coding round was medium to hard level. So I have, by the way, I have like published an article on GFC. I'll give you the link. You can share it
All
if
the
you
links
want.
in the
If you
description.
want any, uh, if you want any detailed explanations. So yeah, the coding round happened, and about 30 students were selected for the interviews.
Mhm.
So there was one technical interview and one HR interview. The technical interview was medium level. There weren't very difficult questions. There were just basic questions about data structures, DBMS,
Lead code medium.
development. Yeah, there weren't any exactly like typical like data structure questions. They were just fundamental questions. They wanted to know that whether this like guy or girl is like clear in their fundamentals or not. And yeah, about my projects, about the internships I did. And the HR interview was basically mostly about behavioral questions. How would you react if you were in that situation? So yeah,
Mhm.
that was my interview round. And that day itself, we got the result. And yeah, I was very happy.
Yeah, you got selected for the interview, for the internship.
Yeah.
Congratulations again. I think I already
Thank you.
congratulated you three or four
Yeah.
times.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, now moving from those technical side of thing to the actual talk show. Do you watch cartoons?
Okay. Yeah, sometimes I do.
Sometimes.
Uh, Sometimes it's you just want to like go back to that zone again, and yeah, I love cartoons. Yeah,
The feel of how your childhood was. We used to like,
yeah, I miss that.
yeah,
Yeah,
everyone misses that. Pretty much everyone, not everybody.
mm,
Any favorite?
yeah.
Favorite one?
Uh, I used to love Ben 10. I was
Ben 10.
crazy about Ben 10.
Ben
Yeah,
10.
all the like Ben 10 Ultimate Universe and all. Yeah, I also had the watch, and I used to wear that to my school. So yeah, I was a big like Ben 10 fanboy.
Okay. People are these days BTS fanboys. We were Ben 10 boys.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so well, today we don't have Benton with us, unfortunately. We
Okay,
have Doraemon, and Doraemon wants to give you
okay.
his time machine, time travel machine, which he takes out from his pocket or whatever.
Yeah,
I still
yeah.
don't understand that logic. How can
Okay.
that big structures fit inside his pocket? So suppose Doraemon gives you his time travel machine, and you can go
Mhm,
back to meet 5 years younger Karan
mhm.
Udayan Das. Maybe he's
Okay. Yeah.
still in class 10th, I guess. What piece of advice
Mm,
would you like to give your younger self?
Okay, a piece of advice I would like to give.
Two pieces of
Uh,
advices.
and okay, two pieces of advice. One would definitely be that it's because I usually I usually get nervous quite easily.
Mm-hmm.
So advice that I would like to give is that it's okay to be nervous, but because of that, you should not take out the your possibility of exploring something. I think that when I was in like before,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really explore because I used to get so nervous that I didn't really explore a lot of things. I used to like be shy and okay, what will people think about this? What will they think about this? So that was something that was in my mind. So that's something, that's the first one I would like to advise myself, my younger self. Another advice, mm, would be to maybe it's again a kind of a subsidiary point to that I used to have a like lot of inferiority complexity. So I used to condone myself a lot of the times. Like I used to drag myself down kind of. So yeah, that's something like a positive feeling to be positive all the time. Even if something is not going correctly, you need to be positive. That's something that I'm doing right now, and it
Mm-hmm.
is definitely helping me a lot. So that your mindset changes when you think positively.
Yes.
You even if there's something that you think you can't won't be able to do, you will definitely try, and there are chances that it will happen also. So yeah, that's something. Those are the two advices I would give my younger self.
So like you explored everything in college. Like Karan was, I remember he was in dramatics club and he used to do plays and skits, perform
Yeah.
over a crowd. Like there were 500 people watching him, and I used to admire him for his, like he did not fear stage. And I don't know, are you an introvert or an extrovert? I don't think you are an introvert.
I'm a big introvert. So like acting is for me, it's a way of expressing myself because at that time I'm not me. So I'm someone else. The people watching me
Mhm.
are also watching the character that I'm playing.
Yeah.
So that's something that is why I got into acting in the first place. I love to perform on stage. So yeah, that is why I love to like kind of perform and be someone else. So
Do
yeah,
you admire someone
do I admire someone as in
in
famous
acting field?
personality?
Yeah, acting
Acting
field.
field, yes, there are a lot of people. Like there are two major industries I watch: Hollywood and Bollywood.
Mhm.
So from Hollywood, there's Daniel Day-Lewis. He's a legend. He's a god. I don't know how he does it, but he's amazing. From Bollywood, again, there's Nawazuddin Siddiqui, there's Rajkumar Rao, uh, Ranbir Kapoor. There are some of these guys whose like nuances in acting I really admire.
Some of them are self-made, some are not.
Yeah,
Nepotism in Bollywood. That's not what we discuss
yeah.
here.
Okay.
Yeah. So you are not an introvert.
I am an introvert. I am an
Okay. Okay. So still, were you introvert in the college? Like in the college, you were heading some societies. I got to know from your LinkedIn profile. You led, I think, OS club. I think. What was the name of the club?
Okay. OM Club. So
OM
that
club.
was in yeah, that was in 12th. Yeah, but I'm still gonna say I'm still a very introvert because I guess it's within I have been that introvert kid from my childhood.
Mhm.
So as I said, like I'm a friendly introvert. If I do go on to do something, and if I do like it,
Mhm.
I'm at that moment you can say I'm kind of an extrovert. But initially I'm still very shy. Like if you just put me in a public conference room, I'll probably just sit and listen to a lot of people and then maybe speak. So yeah, it's kind of like that. I'm an introvert, I'll say.
From what I observed, I don't think you're an introvert. Maybe yeah, that's my thinking. Okay, moving on. The next, what is your approach to networking? Like how you make friends, what you look for in a friend, how,
Okay.
what makes them trustworthy for you?
Okay. So for friends, mostly what I look forward or look for is uh yeah, like one thing for me, like I love my family. So if and I know a lot of people do. So like a lot of people definitely love their family. So if someone does respect their family a lot, they have like a lot of respect for their family members, their relatives. That's something that I really like. That could be one. Another thing would be like, like are they truthful with what they say? Are they like maybe backstabbing about someone, or like taking whatever they said and spreading rumors about them to someone else. So
Right.
yeah, that's something that I don't like. You have to be like, yeah, I don't like diplomacy. Although I am a bit diplomatic, but yeah, I'll say like the, these are some of the qualities. And while mixing, you kind of your vibe matches with people. Your thought process matches with them. So that's something I think I look forward to while meeting friends on networking. Not exactly networking. Sometimes in networking, you have to kind of meet some like talk to some people, important people. So irrespective of whether you like or don't like them, you kind of have to network with them. But yeah, for friends, that's something that I do.
Are you into politics, or do you like to discuss politics with your friends?
Oh no, I'm not that into politics. I just know the surface level of what's going on where, but I don't get too much into politics.
Yeah. Pick a side, Ukraine or Russia.
Ah, I'm gonna go with probably. I'm gonna probably go with Russia.
Russia. Okay. Any specific reason, or we can move forward? Because
We
political
can move
debates,
forward with that.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
to
can move
support
forward.
Russia for the reference,
Mhm.
and I have my reasons,
Okay.
and that is not the part of this video.
Okay.
Cool. Are you an early bird or a night owl? Like many times I've seen you in hostel waking up till 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Any
I
specific
have.
reason?
So yeah, in a hostel I do stay up late. But in to be honest, for me, I'm like early bird.
Early
Like
bird.
I'm a from the place that I belong. Usually, everyone there wakes up by 6:37. So here also, like I never wake up very late. Even if I sleep very
Mhm.
late, my like body wakes me up around the 7. So yeah, I'm definitely early bird. I love mornings.
Yeah,
And but yeah,
sometimes.
like in hostel, definitely you are with friends. Sometimes there's studies going. So in those times, I can sleep late. But yeah, I'm
Yeah,
an
when
early bird.
friends come to your room and you want them to go out, they still don't go, and then sometimes we have to wake up till they go.
Yeah.
It's inevitable. That's a part of the journey, the engineering journey. No one can escape that, and I think most of the people will relate to that. That's that's the situation no one can control. So everyone has to face hardships now, in the future, or you might have already faced in your journey. So what is one lesson that those hardships taught you in life, or handling life in general?
Okay. So one of my biggest lessons, or biggest moments in my life came the previous year, uh, when my father actually passed away. So he passed away around the month of January. So that was a big turning point for me. Like at that time, as they say, like this shit got real, kind of. So the responsibility kicked in, because I knew that now I have to be very responsible and I have to take care of my family. I have a sister, and my mom is dead. And yeah, that definitely lesson that taught me is, I cannot say a particular lesson, but it made me more responsible. It just made me reflect on a lot of things seriously, because before that you were kind of like, uh, you definitely, like I'm the smallest in my family, so I'm very pampered. So there were a lot of things that I used to get done by others. So
Mhm.
yeah, after my father's passing, I became very responsible. I knew that I have to take actions now. I have to be responsible for my actions. I cannot depend every time on someone else. So yeah, that definitely made me uh, yeah, reflect on a lot of things, made me more responsible. Yeah.
Very nice. salute you for that. Not many people like at this age can take that huge responsibility of a father passing, and that's a huge thing. I'm not sure how you would have reacted to it the time you heard it, but I hope best for you. You get whatever you wished for, and you lead a happy life with your mother and your family.
Thank
So
you.
most of the time, I've seen you with friends in college groups, in canteen, in classrooms. What is
Mhm.
your weirdest habit that your friends complain about you? And are you going to change that habit anytime soon? Or is there any habit in the
Okay.
first place?
Yeah, there's a very weird habit of mine.
Mhm.
That is like whenever I'm alone, like there's no one in the room, I usually talk with myself a lot. Like if someone like puts a
Loud.
CCTV camera, sorry,
Loudly or inside your head?
yeah, loudly, even loudly, to be honest, because like if someone like puts a CCTV camera in my room and they're watching me, they'll probably think I'm probably mentally retarded or something. So I
That
talk a
definitely.
lot with myself. I enact situations. Like if there's some scene of a movie that I like, I'll probably enact it. So, I don't know. I just love doing it. I love talking to myself. I imagine a lot of situations. So that's I don't try to reflect that outside, but my friends somehow have noticed it. So they have like, what were you doing that day? So
That's
yeah.
weird for them.
So yeah, definitely weird. But I don't plan on changing it. I love doing it. So
Don't
anytime,
not
like
change
my
it.
mom is now quite, yeah, my mom is quite acquainted with it. So whenever I'm at my home and she sees me, I'm probably talking with some, like, there's no one in the room and I'm talking, she understands it. Uh,
That's
Previously,
normal.
she was used to get scared, like, what are you doing? But now she understands it. Yeah.
Well, since you enact things, what is your favorite dialogue of a movie? Can you enact right now? Can you present
Favorite
10 seconds, like
dialogue.
a favorite dialogue, like Amitabh Bachchan saying, what was the dialogue? Basanti कुत्तों के सामने मस्त नाचना.
Okay, okay.
In
I
that
know, like,
sort. Can you enact that right now?
Right now, I don't know. I can tell you a few dialogues. Like for me, like Tamasha is a movie that
Mhm.
was like very personal to me. It connected to me on a lot of levels, and that there was like, I don't exactly remember the line, but I'm gonna tell you what it said. So it was like he is having a conversation with a storyteller, and the storyteller, and he usually thinks that whatever the storyteller tells him, he needs to do that. So whenever, like when finally he's grown older and he has come to him, the storyteller tells him, "Ki, I'm not the one who decides your stories. You are the one. You are the one who writes your stories. Even though, like in real, whenever you are playing a character, you have some set of lines, so you're not very like nervous about, okay, I know what to do in life. But that's the beauty about individual self, is that you don't really know what is going to happen next, but you have to be like not exactly prepared, and but you have to kind of enjoy it, and not like focus a lot, focus like tidbit on what is going to happen next, how am I gonna react if this happens. You just have to move on with your life. So that really connected with me. So yeah, that's not the exact dialogue, but yeah, it's, I've just explained you the dialogues. Yeah.
And that's a deep dialogue. One makes the life story along the way. Everyone has the
Yeah.
liberty to do so. Take
Yeah.
full liberty. Your life is in your hand, and whichever direction you choose to go, you will be successful or not. I
Hmm.
cannot be sure of that, but at least enjoy your life and make sure your life matters. Okay, so before we move on to the favorite segment of this podcast, I have a question. I'm
Okay.
sure there must have been a lot of things. People come to you and say, "Karan, do this. This is the best thing happened to me. You should to try this," and random advices on life and career and all sort of
Hmm.
bullshit and nonsense things. What is
Yeah.
one of the best advice and one of the worst advices people give to you? That
Okay.
if Karan
Uh,
does this, he will be successful. That happened in their case, but is it?
mhm. Okay. Um, one of the best advices that I think as of I can remember, was given to be me by my father. So it's exact. It was he said that in Odia, so I'm going to translate it to English.
You can
So
speak
it's
in Odia
basically like
also if you wish.
yeah, I'm going to translate it to English and say. So it goes something uh, like there are a lot of opinions in the world. Like the world is full of opinions, but as it can easily do with one less. So what he exactly meant was like there are situations where whenever you are talking with someone and the other person does not have the intellectual capacity to understand or accept the fact that he might be wrong. So in that situation, you don't really have an option. So it's sometimes good to have the opinions with you. There's definitely times you need to express your opinions out, but yeah, there are some times when the other person does not have that intellectual capacity to
Mhm.
understand that okay, I might be wrong in this situation. He's just adamant that okay, I'm correct, and whatever you're saying are wrong. It's usually better to not express your opinions. So that's something I also do in my life. Yeah, that's
That's
as I can
really one
remember
of the
that.
best advices I ever heard.
Okay, okay, yeah.
Thank
So
you.
that's a good advice that I like really like. Worst advice? Uh, and I can't really think of any worst advices.
Or the
Uh,
most common advice people give you all the time.
uh, be yourself. That's like a very in any situation they're like be yourself. Don't think a lot. So that definitely works sometimes, but sometimes you kind of have to adjust to situations also to
Mhm.
like adjust with people to kind of mix or understand what they are going through. Kind of have to adjust. So I don't think that works every time, but yeah, that's a very common advice. Like be yourself, do what your heart says.
And you don't listen to them.
Listen to.
Those advices.
I no like every advice that like people have given me, I usually think upon it, and if I like it, I try to like imbibe that within myself. If I
Mhm.
don't, yeah, I don't really do like a lot of things. I don't really put a lot of emphasis on that.
Yeah, take
Yeah,
those advices with a pinch of salt. And I'm guilty,
yeah,
like I do not take advices from people. I like, you
okay,
said it, I heard it. Now please go off. I
uh-huh.
have my own things to do. I
Okay,
won't take advices from you. So that I'm
yeah,
guilty of, and I don't know if that is the right thing to do or not, but
okay.
till now things are pretty fine. So with
That
this, we
that's
move.
definitely
Yeah,
okay. Now, I'm
move.
saying that that's definitely your opinion. So yeah, you have to like be sure about what you want to do in it. What you it's up to you what you like or dislike. But yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, just have a clear mindset and just
Yeah,
go. With this, we
yeah.
move on to the favorite segment, at least my favorite segment. I don't know what the
Okay.
guests think about it. Rajma Chawal segment. Okay. In this
Rajma
segment,
chawal segment.
yeah, that's not
Okay.
my favorite either, but I just named it. Someone's
Okay.
favorite might be,
Okay.
who knows. So in this segment, what I
Okay.
usually do is I ask a series of questions, short questions to the guests, and they have to pick one or say in yes or no or describe a little bit. So,
Okay.
you ready for it?
Yeah,
Are you a cat person or a dog person?
I'm a dog person.
Dog person. Yeah. Two guests.
Yeah.
Cool. Favorite actor.
Favorite actor, I'm gonna say Daniel Day-Lewis.
Favorite actress.
Favorite actress, it's a like stereotypical one, but I'm gonna say Meryl Streep because she's the legend.
Favorite movie.
Yeah.
Bollywood
Favorite favorite movie Tamasha. For me, it
and
was one of the most life-changing movies for me. Yeah.
favorite Hollywood movie.
Hollywood movie. I like science fiction movies, so Shutter Island could be one. That could
Mhm.
be there are a lot, but yeah, Shutter Island is something that I love.
Favorite book, if you read books.
Book. Yeah, like I'm not a very avid reader of books. I usually like read ebooks on phone, but of whatever I've read, Rich Dad Poor Dad. That
Mhm.
was an amazing book. I read that last year, and Alchemist also. That was probably my first book, and I loved it. Yeah.
Nice. Favorite color. Is yellow your favorite because
No, it's not my favorite. I just thought of wearing it today. No specific reason, but my favorite, uh, I don't know, maybe black, blue.
black?
These are the two colors I usually have. Yeah.
For me, my favorite color is teal. So anybody listening to this,
Okay.
I am a teal person. Go teal
Okay.
team. Are you single?
Okay. Yes, I am single.
Samosa or momo?
I'm gonna say samosa.
So Shaktiman or Benton?
Ben 10. I'm a simp for Ben 10.
Cool. How many languages do you speak?
I speak three:
Okay.
Odia, Hindi, and English.
English. Do you plan on to learn some foreign language like
I
Spanish?
do want to.
You
Yeah, I do want to learn French. I haven't tried it, but hopefully I'll try sometime.
favorite place to go outside India and within India?
Outside India, I don't know. I want to visit New York once because,
Yeah.
yeah, it just I've like always seen that in movies. I think it's a pretty fun place. New York and in India, uh, I can't really say a favorite place. Like I love natural surroundings. Just nat like nearby my home, there are a lot of waterfalls. So I
Mm.
don't know, maybe anything like that. So there's no specific thing that I can say, but I like temples. I love Puri Jagannath temple. I love going there, and also waterfalls. Yeah, there's no
I don't
specific
know
place
why
I can
you
say, but
said New York, but usually aliens attack New York and the US Avengers kind of save them every time.
yeah. I'll probably get to see are those real or not.
They are not the real heroes if people knew.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Do you have any questions that I should have asked you, but I didn't? Are there any questions?
Um, no,
Like
no,
that,
no.
what are your beliefs? Like, I believe in education for all, or proper
Okay.
sanitation facilities, or something like that. What is your belief?
My belief is I can't really say whether it's a belief or not, but I think people like I want people to like be
Judge
understanding.
less.
Like every people should be kind of like understanding of situations. Like they should be peaceful. There should be more peace around the world. I think there's a lot of things going on around in life. So yeah, maybe like I don't know whether it's I correctly answered the question or not, but peace is something that I think peace for all. You can say something like that.
Then I think you should be the negotiator between Russia and Ukraine. So
No,
they
I hope so
seriously
not.
need peace. Yeah.
Yeah,
What is the one unique thing about Karan Udayan
unique thing.
that people have told you that Karan, this is unique about you. We admire this quality of you.
Um,
There must be some.
Unique. Yeah, I'm again going to come back to that answer that I gave that I'm a very good listener. So people, I guess, have noticed, and that is why like they kind of mix with me. If someone is talking with me, they
Mhm.
kind of instantly mix with me. Like they can share a lot of their personal stuff, and I do keep that with myself. Like I'm a very good secret keeper, and
All right.
yeah, in general, I just love hearing stories. Like I'm really fascinated with what that person is saying, why that topic interests them. So yeah, good listener is something that I think makes me unique.
Well, boys generally are good secret keepers for some reason.
Hmm.
God made us like that. Cool. If I made you the Prime Minister of India for a day, what changes
Mhm.
would you like to see, or would you bring if you had the absolute power, like the veto power, to do?
Okay.
Everyone will listen to you, whatever you will say, for one day.
Mhm.
So, what instantaneous decisions will you take, or the most pressing situations or issues that you see,
Okay.
other than
Okay.
education, because education is messed up right now.
Okay.
Other than that,
Yeah. Other than that, one thing would be I'm not. It could be like a big debate, but I'm not really a fan of reservation systems. So maybe for the reservation system, something. So maybe like for the government exams or somewhere like if they can take that out, reservation system. If I was the PM, I'd probably try to do something there. And another thing is like the uh, maybe the molestation that happens around with girls and boys also around the world. It's something that has to be like maybe I can't really propose a solution at this point of time. What would be like what would resolve that? Maybe like proper guidance, proper education to them. But yeah, the situation now that around the world, not just in India, around the world, yeah, it's very problematic and something needs to be done. So yeah, maybe if I do become PM one day, these are the two things that I'll probably do.
Well, yeah, opinions differ, and people would be shocked to know that I, being from general category, I support
Mhm.
reservation. And
Okay,
why
okay,
I support
okay.
reservation? The reason is, suppose
Mhm.
there are 100 seats in a college, 100 general seats in
Mhm.
a college for general students.
Okay, okay.
Now the college decides to add 10 more seats for some
Mhm.
lower caste students. So now
Mhm.
there are 110 seats and
Mhm.
110 people, students studying that college. Now again, there is a tribe, maybe foreign students or some other people, like suppose girls. So the institute decides to add 20 more seats. So now we have
Mhm.
130 seats, of which
30, yeah.
100 are of general and 130 the total strength. Now, people complain
Mhm.
that STSCs and OBCs take away their seats. So I don't think the
Mhm.
government made the system like that. The seats for
Mhm.
general is 100% for them only. They just added more
Mhm.
seats for the reservation. So I think people
Okay.
should change
Mhm.
their view on the reservation system.
Okay.
They are not stealing our seats. We
Mhm.
just have limited number of
Mhm.
seats in the system. So
Okay.
I had this for a
Definitely
long time.
opinions differ. So yeah.
Just wanted to
Hmm.
speak. So I did. Cool. So I think we are near about an half an hour in this podcast. And yeah,
Okay.
do you have any questions for me? Well, I'm sure you do have.
Uh, any questions?
Yeah.
Specific questions?
One quick questions.
Okay.
Why did you agree for this podcast?
Why did I agree for this podcast?
What made you
Okay.
come here? I even don't have like 50
Uh,
subscribers. Not many people watch
hmm.
this show. What was the
uh,
reason?
there, are- there are a couple of reasons. One being, I watched a couple of your videos, and I think this is a nice way to interact. Like it kind of gives you idea about how you are when you actually face the interviews. Of course, this is not an interview, but yeah, in general, like we usually speak in different languages, so English is not our main language. So
Mhm.
that's also something that I think it should be done regularly. There should be sessions conducted where you speak regularly in English because it's a language that you are going to go ahead and use in the industries. Yeah, and also, yeah, like you are my friend, and I thought this would be a nice chat to have. So yeah, those are probably the reasons.
I'm
Yeah.
glad this platform is given. YouTube is giving me this opportunity to
Yes.
attract customers, or not customers, sorry, attract
Okay.
friends, engineers,
Yeah.
so they can speak, they
Yeah.
can put out what they stand for or what they believe in. And I think
Mhm.
more and more people will join me, come up here, or start their own podcast. Maybe I don't know. They should, but
Okay.
I hope they come here, support
Yeah,
with
definitely.
this channel, subscribe maybe if they want. Just do not press that bell icon. That's irritating for most people. That's irritating for me, so I won't tell you to.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, do you have any questions for me?
No specific questions. One is like, why did you name that segment as Rajma Chawal? I'm
I
just
won't say that
curious
because
to.
I too do not have answer for that. I just heard
Okay. Okay.
like it will be a cool name to put where people will actually think,
Okay.
yeah, I there was a Rajma Chawal segment in one of the podcasts I did with some people. At least they
Mhm.
will remember my name or this podcast.
Okay.
So just to
Okay.
be a bit different and unique, I just named it like that.
Okay. Uh, yeah, yeah, I don't really have any other
Do you have
specific
any questions like
things.
why I'm so such an awesome host?
Yeah, that I will probably ask you personally. Yeah, you're definitely a very good host, and you should keep continuing this. I'll be looking forward for your progress.
Do watch my videos if they do not
Yes,
bore
definitely.
you.
No,
It's
I
just
definitely watched. I have watched all the videos, and they are quite informative also. And yeah, it's good. It's good fun.
the one downside of conducting this podcast and talk shows is that people might know a lot of things about the people they didn't know. So I think, is it good or bad? I don't know, but that's just a thing that struck my
Yeah.
mind. If you do not know anyone, you just come to this channel. Yeah, this is the person I want to know about. Let's watch this video, and in just 30 minutes, you kind of know a lot of things about that person, which that person won't tell you. So in
Huh.
a way, it's good.
That's true. Yeah, it's good because the person also gives the information that he wants to give to the world. So it's not
In public
thing
domain.
that yeah, to public domain. It's not something that's very personal that that person is giving information on. So I don't think that's a problem. Yeah,
Well,
that's my
okay, so I think I missed a segment. We are technical
okay,
guys and we did not discuss technology.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So, what is your favorite data structure
My favorite data structure.
or algorithm?
Uh, okay, I love maps,
Maps.
hash maps, not like maps. I think
Not, no, not
it's
maps of India.
no, no, not maps of India, but I love, yeah, I love hash maps. Basically, like it's a very useful tool when you want to maybe find relationship between two indexes, any like specific array problem. And those are
Mhm.
very useful. Like usually, if I don't get any clue, it's usual. I just go with forward with
Hash
hash
maps.
map, and most of the time, it solution is there with hash map. Yeah.
So people who do not know what hash map is, I won't tell you, neither will Karan. Go and Google yourself. Yeah. Right now, pause
Yeah.
this video, Google. I don't care. Cool. React, Angular, or Vue?
Uh, Again, I just have done React. I haven't really explored Angular and Vue. I did explore React because it was at that time the most famous, and a lot of whatever videos that I watched, they all
Mhm.
had tutorials regarding with React. So that's the reason why I did it. I can't really say why not Angular because I know that Angular has a huge code base, so it usually takes a lot of time to learn. Maybe because of that, but yeah, I have done React.
Angular is by Google, React is by Facebook, and Vue is open
Okay.
source. So support open source. We are open source
Yeah.
enthusiasts. Go
Yeah.
Vue. Okay. Any piece of advice that you would like to give a beginner coder, like WebD or DSA? Start with
Okay. A
web
beginner
development.
coder.
Yeah.
Okay. For okay, for someone starting out, like maybe in their first year and they want to explore this field, I'll probably say get your basic data structures done to understand like what these functions basically do. Because if not directly implemented, the concepts of those will definitely be implemented. So that will help. And then definitely like explore. It's not just web development. You can there's web development. You can go for app development. In the app development, there are native app development or just
Tons of
you
tools.
go yeah, app development. You can go, you can explore machine learning. There are a lot of DevOps. So just explore initially, watch videos regarding that, maybe read articles and whatever
My
fascinates
articles.
you, whatever.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
you.
want to advertise myself. I am a technical content writer. I write very good articles on Medium with the username ZRIYANSH. So do check out my articles. You will get a lot of insight if you are a beginner. Else, just don't Google it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I also have read a lot of your articles and they are very informative. There's
Karan is
always
my
a
friend, by the
underlying,
way.
yeah, definitely. There's always an underlying joke that you push in that. So that definitely makes it more interesting. Yeah. So do read Priyan's articles. I think they're great. Okay, then coming back to what I was saying,
Mhm.
uh, what was I saying actually? Uh, Regarding the web, okay, exploring different
Yeah.
fields. Yeah, definitely. Like read articles regarding that, and whatever topic fascinates you, go forward with it. And yeah, just like explore. Don't just remain specific. Stick to one domain. You can shift domains in between. You can like do projects with multiple tech stacks or multiple. There could be machine learning and web development, a lot of things. So yeah, just explore. So firstly, I'll say just get your basic data structures right, and then go forward with solving problems at the same time doing your projects and exploring tech stacks.
What is your favorite programming language? Your favorite and one beginner friendly language.
Okay. My favorite, I have done the most amount of coding in C++,
Mhm.
but for me, the favorite would be JavaScript because it just does a lot of things. JavaScript, I love. I'm still not a very proficient in JavaScript, but yeah, it's an amazing language. For beginners, now I can say that because Python is would be a very good one because it will also get uh, reduce your burden of learning different things
Mhm.
because it is used in a lot of places. You can use it for website buildings. You can use it for a lot of data science and all. So for beginner, I would say Python because it is also easier to learn. But if you actually want to get your object-oriented concept well, I'll say maybe C++ or Java. It's up
Yeah,
to you. Them they want to explore. Yeah.
I agree with that. Just pick anyone, either JavaScript or Python. And if you pick
Hmm.
JavaScript, then just do not look at Python, else you will
Yeah.
just get that FOMO of everyone is doing Python that I should too go with
Hmm.
Python.
Yeah.
We have committed those mistakes, and I'm not guilty of
Hmm.
it, but I should have not committed those mistakes. And for the people, this video will be on YouTube, and YouTube's front end, the video that you see, also uses
Hmm.
JavaScript behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So JavaScript is literally everywhere. You see it or not,
Yeah.
it will be there. Like it's your shadow. Wherever you go, it will be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. In your LinkedIn profile, there was one statement that you are open to freelance work on web development and web designing. So the
Yeah.
question is, if given a choice between freelancing and contributing to open source, which one would you choose?
Hmm. I'll probably choose open source. That's something that
You won't be
recently
paid?
I'm very. Yeah, I know. But yeah, it's just community service because I didn't really understand the concept of community service earlier. But after like starting like coming with Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador
Hmm.
program, yeah, I really value that because even though you don't get paid, there's just so many helpful seniors, so many helpful guides. There's no ego thing there, and I feel that's just so pure and so that's the beauty about also open source. So yeah, for me, I'll for now have done a few freelancing gigs, but I haven't been very active on open source, like actively participating in open source events. But yeah, for any beginner, if they are listening, go with open source. It's an amazing, yeah, you'll love it. I have to say.
Just explore open source, and if you like, contribute there, and you will
Mhm, yeah,
see community members, a lot of contributors like you supporting each other. You will love that place. But and if you do not like,
yeah,
then just stay away from that place because you
mhm,
might not have that mentality of open sourcing your code, working for free. Some people do not have those kind of mindset.
yeah.
Okay. Any piece of last advice that you would like to give? Random piece of advice, which people will usually ignore, but it's on you.
Uh-huh. Okay. My advice is just again, I have said that in the interview, but like don't restrict yourself if you are nervous. Just go out and explore things. Believe me, it's gonna you're gonna regret if you don't explore because these are the
Absolutely.
days you want to just you will commit mistakes definitely. These are because there will be a lot of times you things will not work out, but that should not stop you from restricting yourself because your life ahead there will be a lot of restrictions and at that time you have to focus on this on any particular thing. So yeah, this is the time. Explore, have fun, make mistakes, fall down, get up
Mhm.
again, fall down. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Just explore. That's the advice that I would like to give.
In this cycle of failure, getting up, that's what
Yeah,
makes you successful.
yeah.
Anything that you want to say to me before we wrap up this show?
Nothing specifically, but yeah, I loved.
Thank you. Say thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to say that. I was saying that I love this segment of yours, and I know, like, from the day that I've known you, you have always been that very exploring. Because I know that we had kind of our not first interaction, but we went for that cricket selection
Yeah.
team selection, and we both got selected, but definitely we both did not continue with it. But yeah, that time I realized, like, at that time I came, like, got to know you well. And yeah, I just like love what you're doing. You really inspire me, on a lot of things. You are exploring a lot of things. So yeah, keep going. And thanks for inviting me on your podcast, and I'll be looking forward for your next ones.
Thank you so much, Karan, for your time. It's been almost 1 hour since we are talking, and we'll continue to talk
uh,
even after I pause the recording. Thank you for the
yeah,
time,
okay, sure.
and thank you for putting your roommate out of the room for doing this podcast. Well,
Yeah,
he
I
deserves a
should
thanks too.
probably get him in. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you so
bring
much.
him in. So this marks the end of this show. Stay tuned for some another amazing guest that I will bring on this show, and you might not like them or you like them. That's on you. You are watching the Priyansh Khodiyar podcast. Thank you.